Hello and welcome to the Cowboy4Game Yu-Gi-Oh podcast. I'm your host Jake. Today I'm joined by Bragg from Braggio.
Hello.
And Ben from NolanTCG.
I appreciate the vocal consistency of Jake's voice.
Well, you can count on it being loud.
Yeah, last week it was weird because at the start of the podcast we were like low tone, and then by the end of the podcast we were high. It really messed with like my ability to edit the audio. So I apologize that the audio was messed up last week.
I'm bringing consistency to this podcast with volume. How was our week in Yu-Gi-Oh? Let's start with you, Bragg.
Testing shit all week for
He tested like 5 different decks.
yeah.
Am I speaking to Bragg or Kurt?
Yeah. I'm probably gonna play a version of Snake Eyes at YCS, but I just without Bonfire, it seems like it just seems bad. It just seems bad. And that's the thing, it's like, okay, so then you have to switch to a deck that doesn't have it. And then that still seems bad. I'm wondering if Pooh Snake Eyes is still better than... Is Snake Eyes without Bonfire still... Is the rest of the deck better enough than the rest of the format? Like, I'll lose a mirror happily.
Like, a lot of the times I find that like Snake Eyes is just kind of like... What's the card? Bonfire. Is just kind of like an extra playing through a hand trap card.
Yeah, and which I've got the scrap engine to make up for that. So, go into Banshee, any rank 4s. I just thought there were more rank 4s. I really wish they didn't hit Circular. This would have made it all easy.
Bragg over in the corner. Why'd you hit this card? It hurts my random exes deck.
I just want to make a rank 4.
That's all I wanted it for.
My poor Spriggans deck.
And then I've been playing a lot of the Master Duel 2004 trial.
Yeah, we'll get to that. Ben.
Me. Okay, Tuesday night. How did locals go? I think I went X1. I think? I don't know. I don't remember. I think I went X1. I don't know. Did I?
Who won?
I don't know.
How can I tell you? I wasn't there.
I didn't win, so I must have won X1.
You could have just made it up. No one else is
still
there.
credit I have. I completely forgot about that part.
No.
Thinking. Anyway, so today was OTS champs. I came second.
You did.
Sad that I lost the final. It's fine. There's only so much you can do when your opponent opens different hand traps and you open same hand traps.
Yep.
I was like, Ash, something.
I hate double Ash.
Yeah, I was like, that sucks. But yeah, it was fine. The whole tournament, the deck performed very well. Round 1 against Jesse, I lost game 1. He opened all right, and then I resolved my first search, and I'm like, no, I don't think I actually break this. So I just went next game, put in all the Bistioles.
Oh, so you summoned an Ash, did a search, and you're like, you know what?
No, I Diablo Star, and he's like, Diablo Star's fine. And I'm like, looked into my deck. And the rest of my hand is hand traps that were all just the same hand trap that I used to stop you, so I don't think I get past this Mirror Jade. I passed. Well, I didn't pass, I scooped. And then put all the Bistioles in, the Bistioles came in clutch. Econ's been putting in work for me. We put in work today. I've been testing it out in my side deck. Against Branded, I played 2 Branded matchups, Jake and Jesse, and it came in huge in that matchup, specifically because I opened it and a Bestiole. So I could Bestiole to disrupt, and then Econ away. So against Jesse, I opened Magnum at Econ. So I was like, oh sweet, I'm not getting puppet locked. So I Magnum at him, he passed, searched the Libellion, searched the Druid Worm, and then on my turn went, Econ that, take the Mirror Jade. Thank you for coming. And yeah, did the same thing against Jake, except it didn't resolve the Bestiole to hit the board.
Yeah.
It just ate the hand trap that was going to stop me. But yeah, other than that, lost the final. It was okay. Good event. Pulled insane from my packs, so I can't complain. Jake, how did your tournament go?
Not great. Wasn't in Tuesday, or in fact Sunday, hence my absence from the podcast. I was getting a tan, so I don't look like a ghost anymore.
Yeah, I had to put the lights to a wider light, just so that we could see you.
To reflect.
I was wondering why I was feeling weird.
Yeah, we're under a white light today.
Yeah.
But orange up above.
Orange up above.
Thank God iPhones can white balance. If this was a premium live event, we would look blue.
Yes. If only this is a Barely.
Blue.
Well, you're not. You got a tan.
Anyway, today, OTS champs didn't go great. So won game 1 against Fire. I think something outside just exploded.
Well, the cops are out there with a homeless guy.
Oh, a homeless man has exploded.
Shots fired?
Anyway, Fire King Snake Eye was my first matchup. Take that back. Fire King Tri-Brigade was my first matchup. That went fine. They have lots of super poly targets, so I had a lot of fun. He also didn't fully understand how Puppet Lock worked, so that was also fun to try and explain.
Well, you see, no.
Well,
No.
he got the puppet, he then activated the island and popped the puppet to search, and then went to try and do the things. I was like, no, whole turn.
Not just while it's there.
Yeah.
Turn's done.
So I won that. Game 2 was against you, in which, many hand traps plus 1 card combo kind of fucked me.
Yeah, whenever you didn't have a hand trap to stop me, I was like, oh,
Which isn't often
Oh.
because you can't play that many hand traps in Branded.
okay. It just when we tested the other night, I got mercilessly destroyed because my hands were like utter garbage, and Jake was always like, hand trap. I need a hand trap. I need a hand trap.
Yeah, in like the entirety of the hand traps I played, I opened all of them against you, and somehow still got to combo, which is rare. Then third game was against Jesse. That was a mirror match, and I'm just more across the Branded matchup than he is. So pretty much had him covered.
He didn't know to brand it in red on the puppet.
Huh?
You know, when you branded in red the puppet.
Huh?
Don't worry, Jake. I'm too
What do
big
you-
brain for you.
Clearly.
Yeah.
And then the last 2 games, one was Fire King. Oh, sorry, I keep saying Fire King. Snake Eye
Eye.
Pure.
Yep.
Got dumpstered. And then versed Flu in the last round against Andrew, and also got dumpstered. I'm really not enjoying the format. I would love to be able to play Snake Eyes, but I don't have the stuff, or rather I have half the stuff, but I don't have half the stuff. It's complicated. And then any other deck, unless you can also play 15 hand traps, just loses.
Run Povo one with me. I've got a spare Banshee.
It would be super povo because I don't have
Oh, you
the
don't have
stuff.
the one.
He
I don't
doesn't have the Snake
Well,
Eyes part. He has the wanted part.
No,
not the Snake Eyes.
I have most of the Snake Eye stuff. It's just the other stuff, but I don't physically have my wanteds, so it makes it very hard to play. I don't have them. But anyway, not sure what I'll end up doing for YCS. At this point, it is just becoming like a weekend away to get drunk somewhere else. So yeah, looking forward to that.
The Wonder is right here. Good call. He's gone south for the winter. That's not how it works.
That's West.
Yeah, you know what? This winter, I want to be colder.
I want to be the exact temperature I am now. I'm gonna head west.
Just somewhere else. This is the wrong location for cold.
Nice.
So yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do for YCS. At the very least, between or outside the hours of YCS, there will be drinks in my hand.
Can I interest you
outside
in
of that-
goblins, sir?
You can interest me in Goblin D's nuts.
He went for it.
We have fun here. And then Master Duel, again, was away, so wasn't playing too much while I was away, but then also played the Rewind event, season's just reset. I've already gone past
Playing ranked?
Yeah. Well, I already got my mate now, so that's good. Also, I thought you said you liked the idea of, like, Snake Eyes being at full power.
Yeah, but I can play goat format.
I mean, for a little while.
Well, it's not a full power. It doesn't have.
I've
bonfire.
been solely going through the battle pass playing goat format.
Yeah, that's the same. I'm up.
I'm at like 80
Yeah.
on the battle pass, and I've just been playing goat format.
Yeah,
It's only been live for a couple of days. How much Goat have you been playing?
I've been playing quite a lot. Yeah.
Raw.
There's a few hours last time.
Yeah.
few hours this morning.
Watch them just make, based on just the hours of like normal people playing, plus you two just relentlessly going,
That's
moth, moth, moth.
Yeah.
that's the theory behind it. That's why I'm playing so much of it, because I'm like, if they see the stats that show people are playing a lot of it, they might make it a regular thing.
But yeah, as for what we're talking about, we'll move on to some news. So Master Duel currently has what they're calling the Time Travel 2004 format,
I didn't cover
where
this last
basically it's a rewind. Huh?
I chose not to cover this last week because it said Master.
Yeah, I know
Duel
you didn't talk about any Master Duel news. I liked
Yeah.
it. I liked it a lot. So yeah, full rewind back to 2004. Although, as far as I know, other than like the drawing for turn, which I quite liked, it was still based on current rule sets. Like
Yeah.
they didn't errata cards.
No,
Correct.
Sinister Serpent still sucks. Well,
It's all right.
yeah.
You just got to not use it on the next turn.
Yeah. And then what else? Oh, I mean, no,
No priority.
Yeah, is what it is.
Makes bottomless a lot better.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been bottomless a few times and I'm like, oh, that's... Oh. But then there's other times you just read it. Can't bottomless gins though, so...
So, my biggest issue with this event is that for some reason, 80% of the player base has decided, I'm gonna just play Burn. And I'm just like, okay. Like, don't get me wrong. I played Burn in 2005. Like, I'm not gonna be against you for playing Burn. But guys, what are we doing here?
We have...
You can't disparage how people wish to rewind to their youths.
They just don't have Mystic Mine anymore in the level limit area B. Ooh.
Yeah.
Gravity Bind? Ooh.
It's so easy to
Nightmare
play on the
Wheel?
phone.
Ooh.
Like, it is the easiest game to play on the phone at the moment as well. Like, and it's probably like all the formats in my head. So I was just like, it's so good.
I played that many Burn stall decks that I just assumed it was a structure deck.
Yeah.
And I checked the structure decks and was like, oh, it's not. Oh, I've
People
just
just going out of their way.
8 of my last 10 matchups have been that matchup.
Do you know what the other
Sick.
thing is too? Is it's probably a case of like to build like the full goat deck that you wanted from back then would cost a lot to craft.
They're all SRs.
No, all I had to do was kill Sword Soul.
Like, the
But
URs
worms.
are like 6 cards?
1,000 Eyes. Yeah.
7 if you're going for like the Snatch Steal and stuff?
But yeah, that like goes back to my point. They just didn't want to craft SRs and URs because like I know that I'm swimming in SR crafts, but not everybody is.
Well, this was
so
good.
many.
I
This
have
forced
like
me to clean
2,000
out.
SRs.
Like,
Yeah.
I hadn't done a clear out of my SRs yet, so this was like, all right, fine, I'll do some housekeeping and just So I'm up to a few thousand now. It's like,
But yeah, they did have 3 decks that were pre-conned for you. First was Onslaught of the Gears, which was just the gadgets and some other random sort of stapley
gadgets
cards.
in this format is wild as well.
I had no issues beating this list.
Yeah.
Anyone I play against playing this, I'm like,
Yeah,
oh, win.
'cause-
Cool. Easy.
I mean, sure, it's generating card advantage. It's just good to know that hey, gadgets work.
Does
really
does the
back
list
then.
have Ultimate Offering in it?
No.
There you go.
Yeah. So there's a few times gadgets going off. I'm like, fuck, if that face down's ultimate offering, I might be in a bit of trouble here.
They just don't. They don't have it.
So they must be using that then.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then next one was Power of Fusion, which was bad. This is the one I chose to play. I didn't I haven't played any more of it other than the 3 to get my pack. But basically, it's running like Fusion Gate, King of the Swamp, and a bunch of like fusion targeted cards so that you can make like Meteor Black Skull Dragon and all of those.
I got to do a play today that I haven't done in years. It was so I had Magician of Faith set, and so I had what I have. I know I had something set, and my opponent also just went like set pass, and I'm like, okay, activate Change of Heart, take it. It was a Magician of Faith. I flipped it face up, took my Change of Heart back, Tribute Summon Thunder Dragon, and then went Metamorphosis into Reaper on the Nightmare, and just started poking directly. And rip a card, rip a card, rip a card, rip a card. It was great.
Yeah, Reaper's so good. Both of them.
Yeah. Like, it's been so long since I've summoned Reaper on the Nightmare and just ripped my opponent to shreds.
And then finally, the last deck is Black Flame Dragon Turbo.
This caught me out at sometimes.
Yeah.
When it has like the constant spell negate, and I'm just like,
Yeah,
I don't know if Exile forced it out this.
Yeah, it's always like Exile or just attack in. I've been in another weird way. Oh, just attack over BLS.
The traps also do the
Oh,
job.
that triggers me so hard. I just looked at the fucking list of it, and it plays My Body's a Shield at 1.
Yeah.
Because I was versing it, and I went to Ring of Destruction it, and he hard opened it. I was like, you bitch!
Yeah. Yeah, I'm like, who plays this? Like, it's great. I get it. But
It was literally fine.
Yeah.
The turn before, I'd searched my 2 Thunder Dragons and Poly, so I just made twin-headed and punched over the level 6. But I was like, how do you open this? Like, why are you playing this? How did you know that I had this?
Fantastic format, though.
No,
It's
I might
been
enjoy
great.
it more.
It's made me really want to pull my goat deck back out and get it back up to standard. Because at the moment, it's like loosely, randomly sleeved. I'm fairly sure I've pulled out some stuff to fill out for ban list tournaments and things. Where I've been like, oh, I want to play my max rarity stuff.
do we want to stick to this one then?
What?
Use this as the template?
Nah, we'll just use regular gold.
Actual goat?
Yeah, like that's already there. I'm just gonna re-sleeve it.
I was kind of keen to do gadgets.
You can play gadgets.
There you go.
Oh, gadgets
Not
aren't,
in Goat.
are they not out for
They
us?
aren't Go cards.
No, they weren't out for us. They were out for them.
But that's what we're playing October 2004 in this.
For
OCG.
OCG.
Oh, we just didn't get the release for like another
It
year.
was in 2007, I think that structure deck was.
Jesus.
Yeah,
We didn't get
we didn't get gadgets for ages.
3 years.
I thought it was in AST. It's not?
No, it's in
a
it was
joke.
in that Machina gadget deck, that first one
Okay.
with the gear golem dragon.
Gadgets were going to be too powerful for us. Plus,
That's
I play gadgets in
actually ridiculous.
my-
I didn't realize
my Edison
this.
decks gadgets, so I don't have a hope to go back and play gadgets.
But still in Master Duel, we have an upcoming ban list, as we do, because it's getting towards that time of the month. So this one's coming into effect as of the 8th, which I think is the Sunday? Yeah.
Of course, we always get a YCS ban list on a Sunday.
Yeah, it's just not the one that we're expecting / hoping for.
Hoping?
So, me. So, limited, we have branded opening, because Snake Eye is so powerful that Brandon needs a hit. Semi-limited, Parallel
Snake Eyes
Exceed
doesn't do anything.
in Master Duel.
Yeah.
It does, but it's not as fucked as it could be.
Doesn't make it any better. Just because it's at a slightly lower ceiling doesn't mean that it's not stupid.
Like, it doesn't have Raging Phoenix for the OTK.
Yeah.
It will,
Okay.
It doesn't.
but it will.
Eventually. They'll hit the deck by the time we get Rescue Ace full finished and we get
Will
anything.
they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They released it early, so my thought is they're just going to keep it around as long as they can.
Nah. Not a chance.
I reckon they will. Based on this ban list, I, again, reiterate this.
Also, no Bonfire.
Again, that'll come soon.
Let's play Master
So-
Duelist.
Semi-limited, Parallel Exceed, Super Heavy Samurai Soul Piercer. I don't know which one that is. Is that the continuous searcher thingy?
Yeah.
Yeah. And Water Enchantress of the Temple.
That went up to 2, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then no longer limited, King of the Swamp and Prank Kids Meow Mew Mew. It's a bit scary
Bringing
having
back Prank Adventure.
Yeah, Prank Adventure coming back is scurry.
Yeah, it's fine. I decrafted it, I think.
All is well outside. The Anderson an ambulance.
Oh, that was it a legitimate thing?
No,
Okay.
no, he was just walking into the ambulance.
Ah,
Okay.
shots fired.
Not your towels on the balcony on the other line, right?
No.
Yeah, cool.
Why's that?
Yeah, it's fallen over.
But not the other 2 closed ones?
No.
Okay.
We
And
have
that's our update from outside.
Yeah, we have a reporter outside. And then they've added in a new solo mode, which I know Bragg will very much enjoy, which is Cursed Golden Land. Yes, the Sassy Lord is here. Although they don't give you the Sassy Lord art in the precons. It's very
Bragg
very
throwing his back out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bragg does not have the
This is
physical
the injury that's going to
dexterity.
keep him out of YCS.
Bragg does not have the physical prowess of the Golden Lord. He cannot lean back and put his leg up.
Don't smile heel boots.
So for this one, the rewards are you do get 200 gems at the very end of it if you complete all of it. You get the Golden Lord icon.
Yes.
You get the
He is an icon.
Eldritch sleeves.
Yep.
And you get the
Whatever the hell that is.
Yeah,
Oh,
so-
which is, that's
So this is what in the lore they're calling the Philosopher's Stone,
Oh,
but it is very much a
Oh.
conch shell.
spoilers for the solo mode.
So
Spoilers, yeah. It's okay. No one gave
That's-
away the Chamber of Secrets.
That's the source.
Also, it didn't quite happen the way I thought it did
Philosophy.
in the lore. It went backwards to the way I thought it happened in the lore.
Oh. Well, no spoilers. Well, yes, spoilers. Tell me. Well, no, don't tell me.
Oh.
We don't have time for that.
I got so excited. There was lore to be said.
Your call. Do you
There
wanna
was
hear it?
lore.
No, I want
No,
I'm surprised when I
Ben!
play it.
You're not going to play it.
We'll do another video for it where you talk it through me while I just go.
Speak of fireplace.
But yeah, conch, philosopher's conch. That sounds dirty. Is available as a mate.
Oh, you can get your conch out.
Yeah, get your cons out for the lords.
Fuck, if only if he was the mate just sitting there, that'd be sick.
Jake didn't use the second C in that word.
Yeah, he didn't.
Conch?
Cock.
Sounds vaguely French. And then moving on to some OCG news, is a little bit of product news that I thought deemed interesting enough to bring to the table today. So they're bringing out a product called the Tactical Tryout, which is...
Oh, sorry, I want to go back to Master Duel for a second. So, notoriously, my brain, whenever I'm playing GOAT format, I knock on the table whenever I activate a Nobleman of Crossout. Because it's knock, so I knock. Even when I'm activating on my phone, I knock on my leg.
Ah.
So I activate it, knock on my leg, keep going.
There's things I want to say, but I can't say them here.
I have a question to all you viewers. Write your Yu-Gi-Oh! Tick in the description down below, because this is one that I didn't realize that I had.
Until you started knocking on your knee, and they're like, why is my knee hurt?
I had to knock on my leg whenever I activated it. I was like, activate it, knock, knock.
I don't know if I want to play GOAT against you.
This format, I also knock on the table. Hands on the phone though. Sounds like that.
Knock, knock.
Anyway, so this product is coming out on June 8th, and what it seems to be is a pre-constructed deck of several different archetypes that you can just go out and buy.
So it's a starter deck. Structure deck?
In effect, but they're not calling it that. They're calling it the Tactical Try decks. So the ones that they've announced so far are Cyber Dragon, Evil Twin, and
I was gonna say
Eldritch.
Evil Heroes. I was gonna be like, we already got this product, Jake.
No, come on.
Is it just their version of the hero deck, the legendary decks?
That's what it seems like, yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be
Because
weird if they
that
put
was
these three into a box to sell to us, though.
That was a product that they had never released. When you said evil, I thought you were going to say Evil Heroes, and I was like, they've just been given the legendary decks.
No. So they're reporting that these can be played straight out the box at real world level.
So can a structure deck.
That's
a real world level.
affordable price range. They're currently priced at 1,100 yen.
$150
What?
for us.
No.
1,100 yen?
1,100 yen.
No, it's 10.
Are you thinking 11,000?
100 yen?
It's $10.
$10 for 3 structure decks.
No, each.
Oh. Well, that's pretty good.
Well,
Yeah.
$13.
Generic cards needed for duels can be used for building all sorts of other decks. It includes, it's saying, generic cards. So it's not just like... So, in effect, they are structure decks, but they're just not calling them structure
Will
decks.
they be 3-3-3-3-3 ratios, or will you have to buy 3 of them? That's going to be the real question.
That is the real question. However, they haven't released lists for any of these as yet. Each of them seems to come with 50 cards.
Are these are AE, not Japan? Or Japan? Are they
No,
Japanese?
this is a Japanese OCG product.
Okay.
So each one...
Cards, you can't play those in the real world.
So, yeah, it comes with 50 cards. One of them is Ultra and the rest are common.
Cool.
Okay, sure.
Back to the way it used to be. Well, missing 2 supers, but...
Yeah.
So it's an interesting product. I wonder if they would ever bring something like that here.
Shouldn't include... I mean...
I insist again. We already have this here. Fuck it off.
Did you not like those? I thought they were good
I bought
product.
them every year. But like,
But I don't want them anymore.
that was just because I was a scrub.
Sure.
Yeah. I bought those legendary dragon decks to be like, haha, finally I can play this deck. And
What were the dragon
never
ones?
played it. Legendary dragon decks you bought because it was the only way to get the Dark Magician hand trap.
Sorry?
Do you know the Dark Magician girl retrain? Like when you
Oh,
attack, you
the
discard something
apprentice.
yeah, the card you just don't play anymore in Dark Magician.
I mean, yeah.
But I bought 3 of those decks just for 3 of those because I was like, I'm going to play these in my Dark Magician list. Never ever played them ever.
The more products we directly copy from the OCG, the better, but I doubt it.
I don't know, I like the idea of it. I don't know if those 3 specific decks would work. Maybe Evil Twins, because we haven't had a great deal of those reprinted at any point, and it could be an excuse for them to print the alt arts.
When we get the branded lore collection?
Well, they haven't announced that for the TCG, but they have for the OCG, as we saw on a stream not long ago.
We're going to get that, just like we got the number collection.
I actually, if, like, impromptu Discord question, which we'll get to shortly.
Sure.
If there was an OCG product that came over, I would specifically want the lore books in English.
Okay.
Because I legitimately find that kind of stuff interesting. And, like, every so often they'll release, like, those, like, draft illustrations. Like, they'll just sort of put them out online. Put those in there as well.
It just doesn't seem like that's the kind of thing that you can mass market.
I mean, they bring out a lot of stuff you can't mass market. Like that fucking awful hero map.
Oh, so you're going to play the 2-player structure deck?
That's
Kids watch the anime on TV and they go, yeah, this.
Oh, yeah, all those heroes in Rush Duel.
Nah, they still replay old shit.
Where?
On 9Go.
Oh, perfect. 9 can go fuck themselves.
I actually really appreciate. Like, the only times the only time I ever get to have a midday nap is when I put old school Yu-Gi-Oh on.
Midday nap.
Yeah, because I'm not invested enough to put up with the ads, so I fall asleep.
Whoever programs Go is an actual genius.
Yeah.
Like, it is the only quality television channel ever.
Yeah.
No offense, other affiliates.
What about 9 Gem?
No,
I need
it's
to know
too
what's on
inconsistent. We can't get into this. I can talk about this for days. You know what
That's
I mean?
good, we need to fill time.
Do we?
No, we don't. Off we go.
Wait, so are you saying we're already at the questions?
Yeah.
God damn it, Jake. He's forgotten
You
YCS.
forgot the Team YCS
Oh, the Team
results.
YCS.
The finale.
Did you not talk about this?
No, we didn't talk about the finale.
Oh, the finale. Lots of it was Snake Eyes. The end.
Religious people have done too much. They have damaged the fabrication of Yu-Gi-Oh! We can no longer swear.
Oh, yeah. Oh, gosh darn.
Can't say conch.
Yeah. Or whatever Jake said before, because he definitely didn't say conch.
I definitely said it in French.
Le conch.
Okay.
Oui, oui.
Definitely replace the
Yeah.
sound with
talking
a
about the team.
No, I'd just be ruined if they bought... I mean, I guess there is swearing rules.
Bro, I'm gonna swear them out on stream.
Yeah, but the thing is, I don't think what he said should count.
Oh. Sorry. Yeah, what he said should not count. That's a bunch of pearl-clutching Americans being like, ah! But something that I found of interest after watching MST TV's discussion about YCS decklist submissions, they had more people at that YCS reject stream matches than ever before.
Oh. Any reasoning?
Well, considering you have to request to be on a stream match to then have it offered to you for you to then reject, one would theorize that you've given an incorrect deck list and don't want to be shown having that happen on the stream to then be ruled against.
Also, we completely glazed over this, and I find it hilarious. You were watching MBT?
MST.
No, they're all the same.
No, he was the commentator for the YCS.
Nah.
If MBT commentated for a YCS, I would kill Jerome.
I'm pretty sure we had a feud with MST at one
Is that a
point.
threat, Jerome?
Well, some of us.
Yes.
No.
You have said, if this happens, I will murder this person. That is textbook threat.
Well, that's not a
Me
threat.
and Jerome
They
are
don't-
homies.
It's a promise.
It's a joke.
Well, it's not for-
For legal reasons.
well, if they don't put if they put MBT, I guess you can't be held accountable for that. You gave him a simple rule. It's not a threat. It's a warning.
Again, like I said, it's not a threat, it's a promise.
Yeah, he goes alright. So that is a pretty good reason why you would possibly consider that.
Yes. Why you would ask to be on stream and then 4 rounds later be like, nah, sorry, actually, no.
Sus.
But the question I have is, how do you mess it up?
People putting the incorrect Kirin, people putting the incorrect Runics.
See, this has only been an issue, right?
Yep.
Or at least a widespread issue since Neuron was brought in.
Or
So the issue is that drag and drop does not always work on Neuron. You have to click the card, hit the plus sign, make sure it's correct.
I thought this was more
Dragon-
nefarious. I thought this would be people just adding stuff to their decks
Could be.
mid-tournament.
Could be.
We're just full of accusations this afternoon.
Well, that's all right. That's what the
These are just theories.
In theory, Jerome will expire.
If MVT was to be given a platform.
Yeah. Otherwise, the team, they really did nail the coverage of. It's hard to say now, but it was good. It was a good show.
The one thing I didn't like, or at least I didn't notice that they were doing like they did in other 3v3s, was switching between the tables mid-round.
Yeah.
I feel like the last time they did a stream of a 3v3, they had intentions at least of focusing on one player, but they must have had the ability to be able to switch over because,
Yeah.
I think the player they decided to focus on in one of the ones I watched was just getting absolutely dumpstered. And they're like,
Yeah.
this is not fun to watch. Let's move over here.
Yeah.
I just don't remember that happening at this YCS.
Oh, less switching.
Yeah.
It was
I
more.
suppose it's because it's all snake eyes and none of it's interesting.
Yeah, I didn't see it switch. I didn't see it switch mid-match, but I saw it like if the match on stream ends early, they did
Okay.
switch later.
Okay.
Like, especially in the final where you kind of have to, or else you go on. Oh.
Yep.
It was good. It was good, and I think all of them were mic'd up pretty well, so you could hear everyone. It kind of gets a bit confusing who's talking at times, but
I don't know why they got them all mic'd up.
I think
It's almost like that's the reason why they had to give out game losses for. Also, the situation surrounding that game loss were fucking stupid.
Heckin'.
Oh, no. Am I getting streamed right now? No.
it's probably
Heckin would probably also get you done.
No, what do you mean?
It's probably on the list.
Because otherwise all the
words.
dogs on TikTok will get banned. Because they did a heckin' bamboozle.
Okay, buddy. Sure. Jake just showed the fact that he's a middle-aged mum.
well,
Um,
one of those.
I have no idea what he's talking about. Anyway, so he received the game loss in the next match, by the way. He didn't get a game loss then and there. They gave him a game loss for the final.
It's because
Not-
the Puritans that were watching it had to send a carrier pigeon over to the judges' table to
Yeah.
explain their complete dismay at the phrase "goddamn."
It's just like, I'm gonna make an Australian reference, but it's just like the skit on The Chasers, when like the guy furiously writes a letter to the ABC whenever like anything's offensive. Some of you at home will get that. Anyone not living in this country will not get that. But it is worth Googling. The Chasers war and everything. They once smuggled Osama bin Laden into a G20 summit.
So good.
It's great.
All 6 decks in the top 2 were Snake Eye.
Yeah.
A couple of them were
How very
Viking variants,
interesting.
and there was one flew in top 8, I'm pretty sure, and then otherwise all the others.
So
There
I
was
have,
voiceless voice. They really wanted you to know
sorry.
there was voiceless
Yeah.
voice. They were like, guys, there's voiceless voice here. Don't worry. Sorry, I just lost.
so we
Swear
have.
at one games at some point.
So it looks as though we have. I don't know what this is a breakdown of. I'm assuming this is.
We did
Like-
cover the day 2 lists last week.
Oh, this little paragraph.
We had a list, but sure.
I mean, if you've covered it,
How
it
many
should be
decks are
fine.
there?
Yeah,
What do we got? Let's just call those 1 because it's the same. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 individual decks and then 6% other.
Oh, then I think this is the same list that I covered.
Yeah. Very
Cool.
diverse and fun matter.
yeah, it's fun.
No.
I'm having a lot of fun.
We'll get to that in a minute.
There's definitely games where I'm having fun, and there's other games where the 3-hand trap thing, where it's like, or they have 3 extenders, where it's like it's either way. It's like, ugh. Questions?
Yes, we move on to questions. If you weren't aware, link is in the description below. Feel free to jump in, say hi, and ask us questions.
He even
I like
said last week.
He tried.
No, no.
I was listening. It was close.
Well, I wasn't.
No, you did a separate plug later, and he's like, "Yep, link's still there." It was nice to not be on a podcast for a little while, just to listen and see how it all happens while I'm not there.
We love you, Harry.
So, first question this week comes to us from Frozen Acetylene, or Ace. Actually, I got shipped from...
Acetylene. It's
acetylene?
frozen acetylene.
What is acetylene? I'm going to Google this.
Shit, you put in a blowtorch.
I'm not the fireman. Slowly Google. This is...
I probably can't spell it
He's
either.
Googling
Anyway,
like a million times too.
Frozen Acetylene asks, would you consider the current format to be a Tier 0 format? Yes.
Yeah.
No.
What the fuck do you mean, no?
Well, Vikings and Snake Eyes are different.
Voiceless voice is there.
Okay, Jerome.
But 70%...
It's right there.
70% representate, like that thing, if it hits 27 of the top 32,
Which it has.
I think it's...
It's very much a Tier 0.
Voiceless voice is right there, guys.
Yeah, well, it's not a 100%.
No, but it's there.
Okay.
So it's Tier 1,
We
nothing is
insist that
Tier
it's
2,
winning.
Voiceless Voice is Tier 3. With birds and...
Hallway birds.
Oh, I didn't understand why you'd done this action for birds. But
Yeah, it was your fault.
No, it was
You
your
made
fault.
them fly
it,
south.
It was your fault for handing them to
West,
me. You should have
west.
known better.
Well, it's a little bit tilted.
For us, it's fly
Southwest.
north for the winter. It's because in America, on movies and everything you've ever seen, they fly south for the winter.
Oh, yeah.
That's why.
God damn it.
And they're on the equator,
man.
they fly west.
Now we fly to Perth.
Perf.
Or Orange.
It's cold
but-
in the winter.
But yeah, anyway, back to the
Yeah.
question. Yes, it is a Tier 0 format. If you aren't playing a fire deck, your chances of winning are much, much harder. And yeah, there's not a lot that counters it other than other fire decks.
How did they get to this? How did they find the secret sauce of making this and not having it be some crazy ass gimmick or new gimmick? Well, it kind of is the
Yeah,
continuous spell.
four
mean, yeah,
layers of
putting monsters-
consistency support with the ability to disrupt.
Yeah, that'll be about it.
To be fair, like the end ward, if you're going pure fire, is not that impressive.
No,
It's the other stuff.
yeah.
Yeah. Other things.
I mean, that's pretty much how people explain tier format boards as well.
But tier format, you can lose to yourself harder.
Yeah, I mean, you
make
just
them
get
win.
unlucky.
Yeah,
But again, there was
That's what you want. You want
there was
last one back.
counters in the tier format. Exo was a hard counter. Bestial was a hard counter.
so it didn't do shit.
What do you mean?
No, it was only bestials,
Oh, sorry, how many Exorcist are top YCS?
I mean, we can look it up if you like.
but none.
Why not look it up now?
Oh, I could tell you, none.
Not a single top.
There was a few regional tops.
Flawonderies.
Flunderies was a counter, yes.
Yeah, Flunders.
Well, guess what's a counter right now?
It was not a good counter.
Wasn't a good counter then either.
What do you mean? It had barrier statue.
Did it?
Yes,
I don't think it did.
it did.
Didn't we lose Barry statue before?
I think it didn't have barrier statue. Otherwise, I would have just played it.
No, we definitely had.
Did it have barrier statue?
Yeah, of course we did.
When was it banned?
God knows. Next question, Jake.
Next question is from 6R6 with Oceanics.
Oceanatics?
I'm really struggling today.
It's Oceanatics.
The tan.
With Oceanics being announced in New Zealand again, do you think having a commentary team factored into the decision to change the previous 2-1 Australia to New Zealand hosting ratio? I don't really understand. I don't understand. This.
So New Zealand has their own inbuilt commentary team and is willing to do their own commentary. Like, they have it already pre-sorted. They're fantastic guys. They sometimes watch the podcast. I will do commentary at Oceanics if you guys get me on there. Yeah.
I mean, you've already voiced the fact that you don't want to play.
Yeah, I don't want to play, but the issue is that I don't want to go. Yeah.
But you could claim it as a
I don't think that this is factored into...
Give him one guess.
Yeah, I don't think this is factored into the fact that that's the reason why it's there, is because they have a commentary team. But it is convenient. At least we'll get commentary. We didn't have commentary for Brisbane, did we?
No.
Was that the last event to have coverage was New Zealand Oshis?
Probably, yeah.
God damn it.
It is so pathetic. Because there is infinite numbers of people, not just us, but like so many different people that would 100% put their hands up and be like, yes, we will do coverage. We can do this. And it's not even a question that's asked. It's just like, oh, no one's interested in Australia. We don't have the budget. We're just not going to do it.
It is bizarre.
And we only get one YCS a year.
Like, the game's
One.
getting more and more popular, and like coverage in other countries is getting like huge, and for us it's just like, sorry guys.
I don't see why they just don't. Even if it, I don't see why they don't send out I just film it, and then run it through production at your own time, and then just do a stream. Like, it doesn't have to be live. You can just do a trimmed down stream, just content for content's sake.
I've often did this before.
Yeah, like
it does make you feel just a little bit shit as an Australian player that like Konami doesn't give a fuck about your event. Like, we're only just getting
Pokemon
like
doesn't do it
a
now.
locked in
they cut it.
time wizard because we complained about it for years.
Is it locked in?
Yeah, it's been posted as the event thing.
No, but like, what is the time wizard?
They've said.
What is it?
Everton. What a pretty good.
But also,
No,
I mean, then again, all the stuff that's locked. I mean, there was Saturday stuff locked in, and they've since said that
Like,
they're not doing that. So anything can
the
change.
same thing's gonna happen that happened last year, where they're like, we're doing Edison, guys. They get there, and they're like, time to register for Edison, and everyone in the room goes, I want to play a different format. And then there's like 3 people that want to play one, 4 people that want to play another, and then like the judges have to be like, if you can get 8 people, we'll run.
So I can understand if like they scrapped it based on the fact that that happens, because that would just be the player base being stupid.
Yeah.
But then other things like we don't get prize wall,
We don't. No.
like that would be fantastic.
It makes money.
Do I grind winner mats? Maybe.
If they've got good mats, I'll enter a couple.
I want that pot of greed mat. We won't get the pot of greed mat.
No,
I just want to
100%.
make that clear right now. We're not getting that pot of greed mat.
No, not a chance.
No chance in hell.
Although, if they make the same stuff up that they did last year, where they have like planned 80 or so winner mats and they only brought 10, I'm going to be pissed.
What?
They ran out of winner mats
Oh, they
so quickly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
I
yeah,
had just
it was-
gotten, I'd just gotten taken out of the giant card, went to go enter for a winner mat, and they're like, "We're out of mats."
Here we are. Welcome.
Looking forward to Yoshi's though.
Next question, Jake.
Next and last question is from 6R6 as well. What is the minimum number of cards in a deck before you can call it a package, and how does the package need to be? Now, how big does the package need to be before it shares naming rights, or does it more depend on the combo line for the naming rights?
From memory, I don't think the package gets naming rights. I think the deck box gets naming rights.
I don't know. I think it should be shared
No.
because the deck box can't get full without the deck or the package.
It depends. You know, sometimes the deck box needs some assistance getting open, and it's at that time then you can call it a deck. You can call it deck whatever you want. Like that's when we end up with like hat format.
But then, so then if the deck box gets filled by the package,
Yep.
and then the package leaves,
Yep.
like, does the deck just sort of float around? Like, where does the deck go?
No, like you still keep like 75% of the deck. You just change like the ending of the deck.
4 for a package, 7 for the engine naming rights.
No, I think you need to be like at like 14 to get naming rights.
No, but if you have like 7, 7, 7, and then hand traps, you would call it
The 3 together.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, to take this question seriously for a second,
You weren't taking it seriously?
no, I think it depends on the end state of the board as to when you can classify it as a package. Because if you're just running like random sprite stuff to then just link climb into something else, like it's just a extender engine in effect. I wouldn't then call it sprite.
Instead, it gets called Sprite.
But
Whatever gets you there is whatever.
No, but
You
like
call it.
if you're just running the sprites as extenders, then it's actually like heavily Melfi.
Did we call it Strike Raucous?
In Lightsworn, you would.
It was Strike
Nah,
Raucous,
nah.
yeah.
Even though it was 2 engage drones and a few anchors.
Yeah.
Yeah. There we go. And on that shocking bombshell,
That does end us for this week. Thank you all very much for listening and watching. What should our poll be this week?
what was the poll
consti-
result for last week?
I don't know. I guess when I put it up, the timing. Look, by the time this poll went live, everyone had listened, so no one answered the poll.
Okay. Anyway,
So it's a dead heat this week.
make sure to comment below, at the very least, what your Yu-Gi-Oh! Ticks are.
Well, yeah, we'll
Oh yeah, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Ticks. Yeah,
we can either do Yu-Gi-Oh! Ticks
No,
or we can
'cause
do.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
I know,
Ticks
because
are
that's,
personal.
that's more questions, yeah. So
Yeah.
put the answers to your Yu-Gi-Oh! Ticks in
In-
the video discussion on our Discord.
In the comments, video discussion, and/or the write us on Spotify thing, and then the poll will be what constitutes an engine or a package.
Jake's tick is to go with his hand. He goes,
I don't think he's that bad. You know, he does the deck rearrangement.
I tend
every
to do that a lot.
single comment on his matches are like, this guy again, sick. I'm just like, bruh.
The hand shuffling is neither here nor there. The deck thing, I noticed. Will you do that for Designator then?
No.
You just point at them.
Now you go cross. Cross.
Are you playing 1 or 3?
What? Desi?
Cross.
None.
Yeah.
That's not fun. Anyway, thank you all very much for listening and watching. If you're listening on
You're
Spotify-
wild?
If you're wild,
If you want, let us know.
goddamn.
Jake
If
wants to
you
party
are-
off to YCS.
Out of here.
if you are
During YCS.
listening
Before
to
YCS.
us on Spotify, feel free to favourite. If you're watching on YouTube, like and subscribe. Jump into the Discord, ask us some questions, and we'll catch you all next week. Oh,
He did say you get pissed at YCS.
I'm getting fucked.
We'll see you at YCS.
Oh yeah. Keep an eye out in the Discord as well. Like we
Yeah.
organise the
Yeah,
Location for the pod.
yeah, the impromptu meet.
I'm going to do random interviews throughout the weekend, so if you want to get interviewed for the podcast, come find me.
Yeah, it's gonna be like those people on TikTok who come up with the tiny mic.
Yeah, I'll have the tiny mic. I'll be like, so YCS, innit? Yeah.
All right, catch you then. Peace.